A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to 25 there. 3rd down and 1. To throw again is Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 7. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner. And that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all three timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. A little track jump. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. T. Higgins, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And here's Matt Araiza now. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Jackson from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Jackson on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Again, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Jackson. And he's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worrying about traffic coming out on the other end.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This defense is holding strong, but they're going to need one more stop, maybe two more stops. And where the ball is on the field, the offensive playbook remains wide open. They've got to be alert for anything.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He may go. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 4.
Jackson will throw again. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college, because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Jackson on second down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted.
Which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One final try from Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.